I don't know how many videos I'll end up with. I may have to buy some stock in YouTube, but I do feel compelled to address a couple of my colleagues, debaters. With all due respect, I'm not on here to be an object of desire. How I look has nothing to do with my intellect or my opinion. I stated what I stated because it's my right to do so. It was not motivated by racism. It was motivated by the fact that here is the president. Whether you like it or not, he's going to stand out in our history. When you guys stop making things about race, then we will. But you're not going to do that because your skin color is a part of the ruling class. So now, if he's a puppet, guess what? That's going to come out too. And should I change my opinion about him, as I am often to do when I find more salient information, I will be more than glad to come back and readdress that issue. My point is, we are a government that up until a few decades ago was held in high regard by the rest of the world. But now we are the laughingstock of even third world nations. No, there's not. No, every black person does not support Obama. No, and I'm not supporting him because he's black. I used to live in Chicago. I have a little bit of background information on him. So it's not about that. It's about the historical ramifications of a country that is drenched in racism, that finally has a system that appears to have worked. You've never been in a situation where you were a little girl and you couldn't go to the bathroom and you were traveling down the highway spending money like everyone else, and you had to watch your dad lead you into the bushes to use the restroom. My dad was shot in the head for talking to a white woman back in 1967 in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. He was a hotel manager, college educated, and a minister. And two rednecks, yes, I said it. If y'all could get away with saying nigga, 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 trust me, I know y'all call us niggas and whatever else. I'm just going to keep it real. If at any time YouTube feels like something I say is inflammatory, I stand corrected. But whether you like it or not, just like we got niggas, you got rednecks. Just like you got Christians, you got heathens. Just like you got truth sayers, you got liars. And everybody has an agenda. I'm paying attention. Don't think I'm not, because I'm speaking on certain things and not others, because this is not my life. And who's in control is not Donald Trump, is not President Obama, is not the Jews, as y'all say, that's who's backing him, or whoever he's the puppet for. If it rallied people, black, white, Hispanic, or other, to go to the polls and vote, if for no other reason Obama served that purpose, then to God be the glory. Now, fat and a racist. I can lose weight. You're still going to be stupid. Now, how did that feel? It felt kind of silly, didn't it? How are you going to attack a woman about her appearance and still have some credibility? Whichever one of y'all said it. Brinkman training or the other one for Donald Trump supporters and whatnot. I just think, individually, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about you. Obviously, you spend a lot of time thinking about me, looking at me, observing me in order to critique me. So, invite me to your blog and let me see how good you look. I am a beautiful black woman. I own that. Do I have racist tendencies? You're damn right, because I've been a victim of racism. Am I also black, Native American, Caribbean, and Jewish? Duh. What does one thing have to do with the other? Because the bottom line is, as one of my very close friends of the Caucasian persuasion said, when a black man and a white man get into an argument, it's always the race card. Why couldn't it just be that we don't agree on our politics? Why couldn't it just be that Rebecca is a flag-waving Democrat, and she's probably been one all her life. You know, why could it not be that? Because trust me, if I had the resources when Bush was, I would have been up in y'all's face about Bush too. I think that was the most disgraceful event in Democratic history. What happened when Bush was in power. But we don't hear y'all talking about that. So that's why it seems racist to you, is because we see you going all in about this black president. But when you had a white president who was doing way more jacked up stuff, you said nothing. You were more concerned about a white president getting a blowjob in the White House than you were about a man who designed destruction and put us in harm's way and was in bed with the very people. 9/11. We used to say 9/11, 911 is a joke if you live in the hood because you know ain't nobody coming. Well, you know, there was a reason they picked that day. There was a reason it hit that particular building. There was a reason that those people, we went after one group and then we found out, well, they wasn't even the ones that was in the plane. You still think American politicians won't lie? You still think our government has clean hands? Come on, people. You know, I'm glad you found somewhere to vent, because this is one of the beautiful things about America. I don't have to agree with a damn thing you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. So keep it coming. I love it. Like I said, y'all cut into my nap time. But, you know, I work hard. I pay taxes. I've buried 2 dads and a brother, 2 children. I've had military people in my family since I was a baby. Everybody in my family served in the military. So, I'm not anti-American, nor am I anti-white. But because I love who I am, and because I am a black woman, then I'm going to speak from a black woman's perspective. And when you turn black and get a vagina, then you can talk about your perspective as a black woman. Maybe you'll learn something just by listening and having your mind open. Because I haven't been offensive or attacking anybody. If you're not a redneck, don't be offended. I don't be offended. If you call me a bitch, do you think I'm going to get offended? Because I'm going to say I'm the baddest bitch you'll ever meet, too. I'm not offended by things that don't apply to me. It's not what people call you. It's what you answer to. So, if you know you're not a racist, I don't know how this got here, but it really is interesting how we took one story and we swam right into that pool. And my objective was to see just who was listening and who would speak. And I'm glad to see that people are still involved in being engaged, no matter how unpleasant it might get. Because in order for us to heal this country, we're going to have to keep having these dialogues. We're going to have to keep getting pissed off at each other. Because guess what? When they come over here and start the bombing and stuff, they're not going to ask black, white, wait, don't hit the white one, hit the black one. They're not going to do none of that. We're American. Whatever color you are, or not, we're American. And if you don't love this country, then you won't be passionate about anything. And a life that's not worth defending is not a life worth living. That's how I feel. My parents worked in the civil rights movement. I am a product of the civil rights movement. I went to elementary school in Little Rock. So if you want to sit down and talk to me about, do I have some racist issues? Baby, we got a lifetime. Oh, we're going to share some things before it's over with. And I hope that at the end of the day, that you come to one recognition, we all bleed red. And when we cry, they're not black or white tears. They're just tears. And when we hurt, our pain is the same. And when our children are in danger, our worries are the same. When our taxes go up, our worries are the same. When our politicians lie to us, our feelings of outrage should be the same. God bless you. You've been in the back room with Becky. And for real, peace out. Always for the people. See you tonight.